Good morning, everyone. We are continuing here in the words of the Sefer CHOFETZ CHAIM, Klal Vav, the 6th chapter. And we're speaking over here about when you're actually allowed to listen, if there's a benefit to what we would call Lashon HaRa usually, which are degrading words about somebody else, when you are going to benefit or you could benefit the person themselves. So the CHOFETZ CHAIM today is going to deal with the challenge that we have in these areas. The Alye Lepela Be'en Yakar should not be so wondrous and puzzling to the reader of these words. In Cain, you might ask yourself, if the Torah says you can't listen to Lashon HaRa like we spoke about yesterday, how can I ever be informed of negative information and still follow the laws of Hashem? You already have showed us that even just listening to the words of negative information about somebody else, and even without believing it, is going to be usher. So therefore, or a person is going to end up thinking to himself, what if this negative information that I'm going to hear about Shimon perhaps is going to be relevant to my business or to other matters? So then if that's the case, how can I be instructed not to listen? On one hand, I'm not allowed to listen because I can't hear anything bad about somebody else. But if what the person is going to tell me is going to benefit me, how could I not listen? So a person is stuck over here. So tshuva l'davar, the answer is like this. Somebody who wants to follow the laws of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, when it comes to listening to Lashon HaRa Yisnaikach, he should conduct himself in the following manner. If someone's coming to him, and he wants to tell him some information about his friend. For example, Ruvain comes to Shimon and he says, I have something to tell you about Levi. And Ruvain, who's coming to Shimon to speak about Levi, Shimon understands that Levi's got some juicy stuff to tell over here. So then Shimon should ask Ruvain to begin with. This information you want to tell me, is it relevant for me for the future? Like it's going to help me? Or perhaps if you want to tell me something bad about Levi, I could in turn give him teichacha, rebuke him, and help him to rectify his ways? Or anything similar to this? Is there going to be basically to'eles, a benefit for me to hear the words that you would like to say right now? So, if he answers, yes, it has to do with you in the future. You want to make a business deal with this guy. I don't think it's going to be such a good idea. Or you would actually be a person that could come and give rebuke to Levi and help him out in his life and improve him. So then you, Shimon, you're allowed to listen to the words of Lashon HaRa that Reuben is speaking. However, you're not allowed to believe what you hear right now until you actually clarify that what was told you is true. You are not allowed to believe it, but you can only be chayshish. You could be suspicious that maybe it is true. However, if Shimon asks to Reuben when he sees Reuben so excited to tell over these words, and that am I going to benefit from this? And you can tell from the way that Reuben answers you that really there's no te'elis, there's no constructiveness that's going to come out of this. Or it's even worse. It's all that he's going to tell him over here is cherufin v'gidufin, derisive, scornful, horrible things. That because Reuven just wants to say nasty things about Levi over here, and he's trying to defame him and the like, because he hates him so much. Obviously, says the CHOFETZ CHAIM, even to hear what is being said in that case is going to be usher Gomer, and you're not going to be able to listen to a single word, and you tell him, please be quiet, or put your fingers in your ears, or walk away. Don't listen to anything that he has to say. Have a wonderful day.